I believe that an understanding of the dynamics around insolvency and business failure has extreme value not only to the business community but to professional advisors alike. For those businesses hoping to survive and thrive and avoid the liquidator's office, I think understanding the trends is an extremely valuable tool.
There's a general rule of thumb which is that around 1/3 of corporate failures are directly attributable to external economic factors and difficulties with the business environment, but around 2/3 are actually to do with internal management issues.
The ASIC reports show that approximately 1/3 of companies fail because of poor strategic management, at least 1/3. But the other reasons given, the major other reasons that are given for failure, relate to poor profitability, shortages of cash flow, and failure to maintain proper books and records. All of those things really are about management as well. So when you take all of those into account, that is actually much greater than 2/3 of the reasons for failure.
And perhaps one can be more specific and say it's the strategic management that's lacking. In other words, are people looking ahead far enough to see both opportunities and threats coming their way? Because if they don't, they'll miss out on the opportunities and they can be wiped out by the threats that they just didn't see coming.
Some businesses might say, well, this is all too difficult, to throw up my arms and, find something easier to do, but it represents, opportunities as well. It's a case of re-looking at the strategy of your business, and that's what the big companies are doing. They're reassessing their strategy.
And, in the smaller business environment, I tend to think that whilst the business owner or the director might know or think they know their particular customers or their business very well, quite often they don't keep abreast of really what's happening in the industry, and certainly not just from a viewpoint of industry nationwide, but the industry on a global basis.
We often ask though, what does that mean? What are the management issues? And they really go down to the individual personality drivers of the owners or managers of the business. Many of those personality drivers are things that can be learned and studied, but they're usually about the discipline of the individuals behind the business.